Now then, YouTube, I am the TOFF Man, and welcome back to some more Blightfall with myself, TOFF Man. Now, hang on a minute, has this gone? Yeah, it has, it's reset itself. The pack has updated, guys, which means there's a couple of things that have changed that I need to tell you guys about. One of them is food and hunger. Apparently, when you eat stuff now, and I've changed a couple of bits about it, so it's eaten 4 times in the last 200 hunger, and apparently that's within. Oops, and I do apologise, I blew in my microphone there. The last 200 hunger means the actual hunger bar. Now 250, I think that's about 16 times, or somebody said in the comment section. I do apologise that I can't actually remember what it was that you said, but I haven't actually eaten that recently. I do have some apple juice, which I've eaten last in the times that I've done it. Oh yeah, and I've got a few bits and bobs. I'll go through that in a second. Yeah, the pack has updated. Apparently the food goes down a little slower now, and it's not as bad, of course. Like I said, it's, instead of it being 250, it's now 200. And there's a few things that have been changed in the quest book. Not to mention, inside the instructor here, we've got cooking for blockheads. That wasn't actually there before. I'm going to go ahead and grab myself some more bone meal, because why not? It's free. It is free. A lot of people saying, yes, you can get clay, you can get sand and everything in the swamp. Why have you not done you press B, you put the waypoint in, you put the numbers in, and then you just press done, and you've done it? Well, I've done that, guys. I've now put it in. Travel to swamp. That's where we're going to go in the later on in this episode. But first and foremost, guys, I want to tell you what I've done. First and foremost, I found tin, which, there you go. I found one single piece of tin, and I think I cooked that up into an ore. I don't know, I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure that cooked it up into an ore. What am I on about? Cooked it up into an ingot, but I'm pretty sure I found 2, and for some reason I've only got 1. But I found it, guys, and it's popped up inside my book. Wherever my book is, it's probably over there. I also found Certus quartz, as you can probably see. My flint pick leveled up 1 more, so it's now up to a skill level of comfortable. It leveled up and it gave me +1 modifier, so I've got 2 modifiers now, which is great. And like I said, I've entered the coordinates to go travelling to the swamp. But first, guys, I really want to get into this cooking for blockheads and this dietary variety. So toast, breaded pork chop, fish sticks, and apple pie is something on the menu. A lot of people, and I don't know if this is going to work, because some people say it does, some people say it doesn't, but if I get a sapling with an apple, that it should make me an apple sapling, but apparently it might be taken out of this version of the pack. So it seems that it has actually been taken out, and you can't get an apple sapling by putting an apple with a sapling, it seems, in this version, which is fine. You know, I can live with that, guys. I can live with that. It just means that we have to get it from somewhere else. So the toast, we've already made a piece of toast, guys. We've already done that kind of stuff. But I want to go ahead and get this quest done. So, oh, Prometheum, nice. I'm going to slap you in there with the rest of the stuff. Yeah, I moved this chest from over here because it was getting way too cluttered full of stuff. And this was going to get full, so I just made this into a double chest and what have you. I've got plenty of coal now, guys. Coal is not going to be an issue or a problem. So let's pop that into there. Get the toast that we need for this particular quest. Breaded pork chop. Actually, I need to read this. Are you getting sick of bread? It's okay. There are plenty of other ways to prepare your wheat, especially if you have salt, a few cooking implements, and a couple of other ingredients. Try making these foods. They should be far more palatable than your 8th loaf of bread. Better yet, filling foods make you well fed for longer, increasing the way at which you regenerate health, which is pretty goddamn awesome, guys. Right. Manual detect. Oh no, it manually detects it rather than you know, manually, rather than taking it out of my inventory, which is great. So breaded pork chop, breaded. There we go. I would suggest it's a pork chop. It's flour and a skillet, which requires 2 iron ingots. That is a lot of iron ingots, guys. And I don't. Well, I've got some iron, but I don't really want to use my iron. Oh, and I've just lost that, haven't I? Damn. I'll put that bit of coal in there. You never know. it might get it just before the end. So I'm going to need a stick, which I just so happen to have. Oh, also, guys, I penned up a pig, only the one. I penned up a chicken and I penned up a sheep, only the one, because that was what was laying around here whilst I went mining and then came back up. So I penned them up at the top here, and hopefully they will be able to do it for me. So there we go, good stuff. Just wasted a whole bit of coal on that, but it's fine. Skillet has now been done. The wheat, I forgot how to make flour now. Ah yes, I remember now. The mortar and pestle in there will get me a nice piece of flour. That with the skillet and a pork chop. I don't think I have a pork chop. Damn. Will it work with anything else? No, it has to be a pork chop, which would make sense. I just need another pig, and I haven't got another pig. When I go mining, I will have to try, you know, stay down there for a bit, come back up and see if a pig will actually spawn up here. That would be decent. Either that or I could kill some of the tainted pigs that are out there. I don't know if they give me pork chops, though. Right, we're going to go to sleep. And then in the morning, guys, we're going to go over to the swamp area and try to unlock this quest. But first, before I do that, get some more bone meal because it's free. Why not? Put the mortar and pestle away. I want to do this other one, cooking for blockheads. If you ever want to know what foods you can make, you can build this special table and place it next to your food chest. Now, somebody actually made a really good, handy list for me in the comment section of my last video, of which I do need to actually take a note of. But if this thing does what that does, then this is going to be good anyway. Right-clicking on the table will show you all the foods you can make with the ingredients in the adjacent chest. That's pretty awesome. That should help you with a glance to see what your food situation is. So the cooking table is something that we want to grab relatively early on. Cooking for blockheads number 2, so we just need a weighted pressure plate, which is 2 pieces of iron. 2 more pieces of iron, guys. Oof, Jesus. And we should have plenty of wood, though. Yeah, I'm going to stick that in instead and use that rather than using my coal all the time. Cooking oven, cooking for blockheads, cooking table. So we need crafting table and a cooking for blockheads book. Oh, we just need to... We don't have that, though. And I haven't planted the bloody sugarcane, which is ridiculous. I should have done that earlier. Oh, my God. I'm ashamed of my life. I am ashamed of myself right now, guys. I should have done that ages ago. We do have leather. We do have access to leather now. So we simply need to get sugarcane and paper. Ah, damn. Damn. I'm going to need to put them away for the moment. So I'm going to get the weighted pressure plate ready and sorted. I'm going to put this stuff into here. In fact, I'm going to need to create myself another chest, aren't I? One that will be next to this said cooking table. So I can see what I can make. So I'm going to get the chest there. And where am I going to put this cooking table thing? Well, I think up by the farm over here might not be a bad area. You know what? I think about down here. I'm going to put it right there. But first and foremost, guys, I need to wait so that I can get myself a book to be able to get this cooking table, so I can get a book. Oh, hang on a minute. Oh, I still need paper, which I can make with sawdust and a water bucket, apparently. Or sugarcane in here. Anyways, I still need to wait for this sugarcane to grow. I'm going to do that off camera. I am not going to, you know, I'm not in a rush like I was in the last couple of episodes because I was going away for the weekend. I'm not in a rush this time, guys. So I'll be back when I've got some sugarcane to show for my efforts. Well, the sugarcane hasn't quite done it yet, guys. But what I wanted to show you guys was a suggestion that was given to me by one of you guys in the comment section. I will go ahead and grab some more bone meal because why not? It's free. Put all of my food into there. Now, there's one thing I did want to do, the geologist. There we go, sample tin. I haven't actually done this and completed this. I need a sample of the local tin to pinpoint tin deposits in the world. Once you find all 6 tech metals, I should be able to find a cache where they'll be more easily mineable, which is what I need. So, mission outlook +4. Let's go ahead and claim that reward. So, sample lead, silver, and nickel. I've got one of those, but I can't actually mine it yet, guys, because I don't have a pickaxe available to be able to mine that. Anyway, sample cobble. Mass stone sampling, no. Metamorphic rocks, there's marble, cobblestone there. So I can manually submit one of the marble cobblestone. I don't know what other types of cobblestone I've got, but I'm going to go and grab some nonetheless. Dacite, comatite. That's actual smooth dacite. Do we have anything there? No. What about igneous rocks? Yes, we have dacite and comatite. We just need a whole load of other bits and bobs as well in there. Stone samples. Discover clars. We haven't done that yet. Sample sedimentary rocks. Shale, siltstone, dolomite, grey whack. The heck? Don't know what any of them are, but we haven't found any anywhere. So let me go ahead and put these back, because what I want to do is get these marble cobblestone that I've got right here. I'm going to put this into here and just make a shit ton of cobblestone, because I'm going to actually make cobblestone slabs with these. And it's one of the suggestions that you guys made, and I think it's a brilliant suggestion. I don't think I'm going to have enough to be able to do it anyway, but I'm going to make a platform going from here over the tin, which I think is a really, really good idea, actually, guys. Something that mobs cannot spawn on as well would be quite nice. They can spawn on those blocks, so just ignore them for the moment. But what I want to do is something like that. And I'm going to open this to the world. Not a good idea, but I will light it up, don't worry. And there we go. Where's the F7 on these? So that is currently not a half slab. That is. Right. So we need to get rid of this glass right here. And then we can start building out, actually, and build a huge long line over the tent. And it shouldn't actually touch us. So we won't get tainted. And we should be okay just for making a big long line of cobblestone slabs all the way over there. Now, I don't think I'm actually going to be able to make it, guys, using this particular method at the moment. I think that 2 wide will be way too much, way too many cobblestone slabs, actually. So I just need to be able to make the water, though, is what people are saying. The taint shouldn't get me in the water. So I'm going to just need to get to the water. Meanwhile, I will build this and then let those sugarcanes grow, and I'll be back. Okay, guys, I am now ready to set off into the swamp. This still hasn't grown, guys. I'm disappointed in the sugarcane, but hopefully I can find some more outside there in the swamp. So I've made this big long bridge over towards the water over there. I've got plenty of the cobblestone the slabs left, so I've got plenty of more growing room if I actually need it. But what I don't want to do is touch the taint, because the taint will actually just spread straight the way across this cobblestone slabs, and I don't want that to happen. The water should be okay though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just jump into this water, because why not? The pig should leave me alone. I'm going to jump into this boat and then travel my way around. I can see actually some berry bushes over there. I want to try to grab them if I can. I can also see some clay, quite everywhere actually. So let me pop out of my boat. And I didn't bring my shovel, so I'm gonna have to do it by my hand, which is really annoying, but I thought I didn't want to die in here and lose all of my stuff, so I'm just gonna grab as much clay as I can with my hand as possible. And like I said, I do not want to stay on this tent for as long as I possibly can. Oh, there's a pure daisy over here, guys. That is crazy. I'm definitely going to grab that. And I'm going to grab these blackberry bushes. That is more food for me. Not only that, but it's also a way now of making stone and living rock and living stone. Living rock and living stone, that's the same bloody thing. Living wood and living rock, that's what I was meant to say. Okay, we're trying to get out of here because we're getting tainted. We are getting severely tainted. There's some more clay there, but I only need a small amount to be able to start what I'm going to do. I need to get tooled up properly first before I do that. But here we are, look. We're travelling to the swamp. There is a nice little area over here. Ooh, some ink. Sweet. There's a nice little area over here, guys. And I'm going to just get rid of that. No, boat. Just come back. Ah, nice. Thickened glass covers. I want to pop into here, though, and grab some of these squid. So grab some of the squid ink. And maybe some calamari. Because you never know. There might be calamari. I should be able to build myself a nice little squid farm, actually. Because of the way that squid spawning works. Ah, some nice calamari there. But while I'm here, I may as well grab a load of Thorncraft goodies and also some calamari to eat as well. But here we are. Ah, good stuff. Got some more mushrooms. A nice little silverwood tree, which may have something in the middle of it. Who knows? I'm not going to take down the leaves or anything, guys. What I'm going to do is... Oh, there is an ethereal bloom of which I can use to extend the area that I've got and purify the area around me. Oh, some sugarcane, guys. Hopefully it's not just totally owned. I can grab this. Yes, I can. Some pumpkins, which I will take as well. Nice. Oh, there's another ethereal bloom over here. This is really useful, actually, because I can extend the area of which I can build in. I don't know if it's worth taking them, though, or whether or not to use this area as another base, basically, in the swamp. I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. Anyways, I'm going to use the transporter beacon. We can board the Jaded, or we can go to Biome Dome Alpha. Does that mean I've unlocked this? Or I can transport to Swamp Delta. So we could actually use this as a second little base. So let's go to Biome Dome Alpha and travel there. So we can travel back home, basically. And I've got enough to make the sugar, the paper that I need. Nice. And we'll grab a piece of leather. There we go. Now I've got a book. And I can cook this book. Cook the book. As if cooking a book would make any kind of sense whatsoever. So I need to make a cooking with blockheads number 2. So I need some more wood. But it was definitely worth the trip, guys. We've got the pure daisy. There's some sand over there as well that I'll want to go and grab. Crafting table along with the cooked book. What is this anyway? Let me have a look at it. Select an item on the right to see its recipe. Also, we can make this out of what we've got down here. Is this it? Grilled mushroom. Out of the stuff that we've got in our inventory, we can make stock. Sort by hunger restored. Sort by saturation. We don't want to do that. We want to put that in with a cooking for blockheads 2. Don't know what this is. Sort by name. Not eaten recently. Ah, and it tells you what you can actually make it out of. Blackberry and a juicer. But we don't want to do that either. We want to make the cooking table, which is one of them, and yet another crafting table, which isn't hard to craft. And there we go. Apparently, it's a little bit buggy, is what I've been told. But we'll pop that right next to there, and it will show you everything of what we can make. So I'm going to put that into there, that into there. I don't think we can use the ink sacs as part of a recipe, but the mushrooms we definitely can. I want to make those into seeds, definitely. I want to get them planted. Get them into there. So I'll put one of them and make them into seeds, of which I'll sort out soon. And I'll put the pumpkin in there. The blackberry bushes, though. And can't we just put them anywhere? Like this. And then I'm going to move you, though. I do apologise. There. That hasn't messed anything up, has it? No. It doesn't seem so. We seem to be okay. Yep, we seem to be fine. Okay, let's turn that back off again so we can see what we can actually make using the stuff that's in there. So, of all of the different foods that we've got in there, we can make fish sticks. We can actually make... Whoa. I didn't mean to do that. Again, it said it can be quite buggy. We can make fish sticks. Do I just click on that and then click out? Or drag out? Or what do we do? Right click? No. Flour, raw calamari, and bakeware. We don't have bakeware, so we can't actually make that. Yeah, it did actually use the apple. We need bakeware, which I believe we actually need bricks for. We do. Can I spare some clay? I suppose I could, actually. Spare some clay. There we go. Put them back in there. There we go. We desperately need food. So, fried egg. We need a skillet and an egg. We can make one of those. So, there we go. Fried egg. Ah, we get the well-fed buff. Nice. Grilled mushrooms, a mushroom in a skillet. We can make one of those. Nice. We'll go and just eat one of those. So what are we looking at now? Eaten 4 times in the last 2 hunger. Mayo. That's interesting. An egg and a juicer. Well, we can do that. Shift click to craft all. I like this. This is pretty decent, guys. Blackberry juice. We haven't had that yet. So let's drink that up. Oh, yes. And we're back to full health. Brilliant. That's exactly what I want to see. We just need to make some bakeware, get the bakeware into there, because we can't actually cook that at the moment, guys. And there we go. Oh. Ah, damn. Get another seed from in here and plant that there. Good stuff. People say now you can right-click. I don't think you can right-click normal Minecraft crops. Now, that could be something that's been changed within this particular pack, but to me, I don't think you can actually change that. And I've put them in the wrong place. I do apologise, guys. They're not meant to be in there. They are meant to be over here with the stuff that we can actually use. So, pumpkin seeds. I'm going to actually take these up. And grab my mattock. And put that there and there as well. Oh, mind you, that won't actually work. Let me get rid of that. Does that still? It doesn't. But I'll put that one there. It should be fine. I'll put that there. Now I should be able to plant that there, that there. Oh, hang on a minute. I can't put you there either. Are we fine? Are we okay? We're okay. It's night time though. Put you there and there and it should be fine. Let's go to sleep. Custom NPCs with like really weird letters has been installed. Good. So the pumpkins are absolutely fantastic. We'll speed along the growth of these. Right up to full. Because we can. That one's not actually full. Nice. There we go. So 3 wheat should be enough. We could... we can always extend it. Like that. We've got another barley as well. I think we can make barley seeds just out of one of these. Yeah. Just to make it look a little bit more even. There we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. So we went to this particular area. Let's go and have a look. Travel to the swamp. There is a swamp in the mid-southwest of the continent. It might have sugarcane you can use for some of Dr. Sprouse's tasks. It contains an easily obtained alien metal that can mine gold, and bitumen you can craft into rubber. For some teams, this will be an easy trip. For others, it might be a bit of a hike. Bring a boat. It'll probably help. Because this location is central, it seems like a good early scouting point for any team. We've visited it. We can have a mission outlook of plus 30. That is pretty goddamn awesome, guys. And we've unlocked travel to plains, travel to the jungle, travel to the forest. Now, where do we want to go, though? Unlocks 2 quests, unlocks 1 quest. traveling to the plains. We need to travel to the plains and the jungle to be able to get to this one, but we need to just travel to the forest to get to this one. 371 meters away, 191 and 616. Well, traveling to the plains seems to be the easiest quest, so let me just jot those coordinates down. 883 70 1132, 191 meters away. Travel to plains. So the X was 883. The Z was 1132. And Y was 70. Done. So which direction? Plains is in that direction. Okay. There seems to be a sort of structure left by the inhabitants of the planet made out of marble. It's in the middle of the grasslands near the Alpha's biodome. Want to go take a look? It might also make a good promethium mine. Fantastic. We'll definitely need to go over there then. What about this one? It's the mid-north of the continent. It's a forest. Oh, hang on a minute. Did I just... Yeah, that's fine. Travelling to the forest then. To the mid-north of the continent is a forest. Most of it will be covered in purple gunk, but you might find some logs there you don't have to grow yourself, as well as another ore for Dr. Nagasawa. Take care though, it's commonly known that time doesn't pass in an area unless you're near it. Blame Schrödinger or Heisenberg or something. So if you travel to the forest and cause time to pass there, you'll only have so much time before the biomass destroys the trees. Oh god. No! Okay, so we don't want to go there just yet. Traveling to the jungles. South of the swamp beyond the bay is a jungle. It doesn't have any ores in it besides the ores you can find in the forest to the north, but cocoa beans or cats might end up being useful. Please travel to the following location. So that's 615 meters away. First and foremost though, the plains is easier to get to. It's literally just over there, and I think we'll go ahead and do that in the next episode, guys. But that is going to be it for today's episode. I do hope you've enjoyed it. If you've got any comments or suggestions or anything like that, please go ahead and put them in the comment section below, and make sure that you go ahead and leave a like if you've enjoyed this. I do take all of your comments on board and all of your suggestions on board, guys, and I will hopefully use them in the future, like this little neat idea. It's pretty goddamn awesome. And we should be able to just get straight to it now by using this travel beacon. Yeah, Swamp Delta. Same for the plains when we do eventually unlock the plains. So I will see you guys for the next episode. Until then, I've been the Toff Man. Thank you very much for watching. And as always, stay safe.